Hello, my name is Daniel Smith and I'll be the instructor for the course. Welcome to HIS 114 C2 U.S. History to 1870. In this course, we will be exploring American history in the formative years of America, how America made the transition from colonies to a nation. We will be exploring the formation of the U.S. government and the drafting of the U.S. Constitution. We will explore the long history of slavery and the rise of the abolitionist movement. There are a variety of important aspects of American history that we will be delving into in this course. This time period, of course, can be less familiar than more contemporary events, but I think equally interesting and engaging. And I really look forward to working with you all. I do want to go over a bit about the course in the hopes that this introduction will help you navigate the course and understand the expectations of the course better. Certainly, if you have any questions about the course as you're reviewing the syllabus or beginning to participate, feel free to email me or to post a question on Canvas as well. For this course, each week you will be asked to participate in discussion boards. The purpose of the discussion boards is to discuss topics in American history and to create an interactive environment where students are engaged with each other and with their instructor and with the course material. There are 2 discussion board questions for every week of the class. And you are required to respond to both of the discussion board questions. Actually, you're required to make a total of 3 posts for each discussion board question, a total of 6 posts per week. First, you respond to the question. You post your own response to the discussion question. And at that point, you're not looking at any other students' comments. Actually, I've set it up so you can't see other students' comments or posts until you post your own initial response. After that, you see all of the other students' comments and the instructor's comments, and you're required to respond to at least 2 other comments, to share your thoughts or to react or respond to 2 other comments that have been posted. The purpose of this, again, is to encourage interaction. I hope that it will be a helpful tool as we move through the course in terms of developing an understanding of the various topics. I have chosen discussion questions which are likely to facilitate different or varying opinions. I think this makes the discussion boards more engaging and interesting to have debatable questions. And it should be a place where everyone feels comfortable sharing divergent views or thoughts on various topics. The only thing I would caution and encourage is that you be respectful of your classmates. That when you disagree, it should be in a respectful manner, essentially, and professional manner. The discussion boards account for 300 points in total of the course, which is 30% of your overall grade. So participating in the discussion boards is a very important aspect of your grade, a very important aspect of the course. In addition to the discussion boards, for most units, there are 2 other types of assignments. I say for most weeks or most units. Week 1 is an exception. Week 1 is very short. It begins on Thursday and ends on Saturday, which is unusual. Normally we have a full week. The weeks generally begin on Sunday and proceed through Saturday. For week 1, I decided that the only assignments would be the discussion boards to make it more manageable and reasonable. I thought it would be difficult to complete a huge number of assignments in such a short period of time, especially as the course is just beginning. But after week 1, for each week of the course, you are asked to complete 2 other assignments in addition to the discussion boards. One form of assignment is the film review. For weeks 2 through 6 of the course, I have chosen a documentary film which relates to the topics that we're addressing. The documentary films are available through the Films on Demand feature through the Hatch Library of Bay Path College. I have posted links to all of the films within the assignment itself. So when you click on the film review or film commentary assignment, you'll actually see a link. And if you click on that link, it will take you to the documentary film that you need to watch. The assignment for the films is to write up a one-page, double-spaced commentary on the film. It's not a summary, and I would emphasize that. I'm not looking for you to summarize everything that happened in the film or everything that was discussed in the film. Rather, what I'm emphasizing is that you share your thoughts on the film. What did you like about the film? What didn't you like about it? What did you learn from the film? What did you find most engaging or interesting? Was there anything you thought was surprising? You thought you knew about this topic, but you learned something new from watching the film. So it doesn't have to be a full summary where you cover every point, but rather to pick out a few things that you thought were interesting or engaging and to offer some feedback and commentary, and finally to share your own opinion or views as well. So that's one type of assignment. The films vary in length. Some of them are as short as 30 minutes, some are as long as about an hour and a half. So there are various lengths of the documentary films. The film commentaries or film reviews are worth 40 points each for a total of 200 points, which is 20% of your overall grade. Not quite as large a percentage as the discussion boards, but it's certainly a significant part of your grade. The next type of assignment that you are asked to complete for weeks 2 through 6 of the course is a primary source analysis. And here I need to talk a little bit about what a primary source is. A primary source is an account of an event provided by someone who participated in or witnessed the event. So for a source to be a primary source, the individual describing the event or discussing the event has to actually have witnessed or participated in that historical event. An individual who was a slave writing about their experience in slavery, that's a primary source. An individual who participated in the Constitutional Convention, writing about the Constitutional Convention, that would be a primary source. Primary sources are different from secondary sources. Secondary sources are generally written by scholars, and they're written by people who have no direct first-hand experiences of the events being discussed. So, for example, I'm knowledgeable about the Constitutional Convention. I've read a lot about it. I could write an essay about the Constitutional Convention, and it might be interesting and engaging, but it would be a secondary source because I wasn't alive at the time of the Constitutional Convention. I didn't participate. I didn't witness it. So by definition, anything I write about it is a secondary source. You are being asked to evaluate primary sources in this course. I think it's an important skill to develop. Generally, for every primary source assignment, I've included 2 primary source documents. At the end of each primary source document, there are 2 questions. So for the primary source assignments, you're answering a total of 4 questions, 2 questions about each of the 2 documents. I'm expecting a few sentences to a short paragraph in response to each question. I'm not looking for incredibly lengthy responses. You don't need to write essays. I mean, if you want to write more, you can. But I think generally a few sentences to a paragraph is sufficient to answer the questions. The documents relate to the various historical topics we're discussing in the course. And generally, I have included documents that present conflicting views. The first 2 primary sources you are reading for the course, one of the sources is written by someone who supports the ratification of the Constitution, who supports the new Constitution. Actually, let me correct that. The first 2 you're reading, one is written by someone who supports the War for Independence, an individual who thinks that we should be fighting for our independence. The second primary source is written by someone who opposes the War for Independence, who thinks that we should still be part of Britain. Then the following week is the constitutional documents. One person who writes who supports the Constitution, another person writes who opposes the Constitution. So each week, divergent or different opinions are shared. One of the things I'm emphasizing in this course is your ability to analyze and interpret opposing or contradictory opinions. That's an important skill, to be able to evaluate both sides of an argument. One person arguing in favor of independence, another arguing in favor of union with Britain. One person arguing in favor of the Constitution, another arguing against it. That this is one of the skills we're really trying to emphasize in the course, is to analyze different views and to be able to understand and respect different views while still forming your own and having an opinion. The primary source assignments the readings are uploaded as PDF files. So when you click on the assignment, there's a PDF file that is the reading and it includes the questions. You'll be posting your responses on Canvas. They're worth a total of 40 points each week for a total of 200 points or 20% of your grade. So far we have 30% of your grade for the discussion boards, 20% of your grade for the film reviews, 20% of your grade is the primary source assignments. That leaves 30% more, or 300 more points. That comes from the final research paper. For this course, you are asked to write a 5 to 6 page research paper, double-spaced. There's a detailed assignment included under week 6. The research paper is due at the end of the course, at the end of week 6. And what you're asked to do here is to choose any topic in American history from the colonial period through 1870 that is of interest to you, and to find at least 5 sources. They can be primary, a mix of primary and secondary sources, and to write a thesis-driven paper to present an argument about your topic, to evaluate the conflicting opinions about your topic, what different people have to say about your topic, and to share your own opinion, your own viewpoint, your own perspective. There are a variety of resources available for research through the Hatch Library. If you go into the Hatch Library, you can click on History, and under History you'll find a variety of different databases. One that I would emphasize that you use, and it's actually included in the assignment, is a resource called JSTOR. It's JSTOR. This is a collection of articles from hundreds of professional journals. And it's pretty easy to find material about almost any topic through a search through JSTOR. This final paper is worth 30% of your grade. There are no quizzes, there are no tests in the course, so it's all the various assignments that I've described. The course, one other thing, I did include an icebreaker activity, a discussion board that's not graded, but I would encourage you to participate in to just sort of get to know everyone else in the course. As I mentioned, the first week of the course is an abbreviated week. It runs from Thursday to Saturday, from Thursday to Saturday, so it's a fairly short week. And the first thing you're asked to do is to participate in the 2 discussion boards. So I look forward to working with you all this semester. I hope that this will be an interesting journey through American history. I've been teaching here at Bay Path College in the one-day program for about 5 years. I continue to be inspired by the hard work and dedication of Bay Path students. And I'm happy to facilitate and help you learn as much as possible about this topic. And if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to contact me.